Ugh. I just sneezed my brain away. Oh god. Alright. What are we starting with here? Let's see, shall we? Christ. Naturally one of Eugene's. Because Eugene can't be here. Monster Hunter World. Let me get that sucker loading up. I can stop the burner music. There we go. Free the ultimate one. I feel like there's some intentionally mixed messaging going on there. World Solo Fatalis with pre-Alatreon equipment. And we do an N10. Ryu. And we pop that onto this wheel as well. N10 for you. Thank you very much, N10. We can switch this over to this screen. I can change the old title. Monster Hunter World. Not the title, sorry. The category. Why has that happened? I haven't moved it. It's in the same spot it's always been in. Why is that suddenly just half the size? That's so strange. Was there something else I needed to do? I need to make sure that I've actually clicked that you've done that. There we go. Come on, Mod. You can do it. Good job, buddy. Mr. Anti-Kiranster. It is this one. Okay. Solo Fatalis pre-Alatreon equipment. Which, armor-wise, I don't have to change my armor set at all. That's fine. There's actually not an event going on right now. How astounding. I want to get myself Safeguard, because I don't trust myself, because it's been forever since I played this game. Fatty's primary weakness is Dragon, and then secondary weakness is Fire, right? Yeah. Why is my in-game mic on? No. That's just weird. Fatty must die. Switch me... Well, let's have a look first. So obviously I can't use these, because it's Alatreon. My armor is all completely fine. 364, relatively good white sharpness, 330 fire. I'm looking for something that's better than that. That's got kind of shit dragon. Sadly. I have a distinct memory in my brain. That's pretty good. The There wasn't really any particularly fantastic. That's great element, but the sharpness is shit, so no. There wasn't any particularly fantastic situations in terms of dragon or fire in this game before Alatreon equipment came along for dragon at least. That's got 210 instead of 300 purple though. I think I'd rather have the 300. Okay, I think this is the best one I've got. And I want the Dragon Jewel. Does this weapon have any slots? It doesn't. Okay. Dragon attack, attack boost, health boost, blight res, that's good. Okay. I got 460 dragon, that's alright. This is a mean quest to just like raw dog out of nowhere. This is all pre-Alatreon stuff though, right? I haven't messed anything up in that regard. Yeah, no Alatreon pieces, so everything is pre-Alatreon. Evasion Mantle is nice. Okie dokie. What's Clockwork from? From the Steamworks machine. You get a ticket and then you need some like random mid-game-ish materials for it. What the fuck is my inventory here? Nothing is in an order that makes any sense at all. What is that? Good morning, unknown. N10, Broats, Weiss. Hope you're all doing good. There's a insect glaven for you. The Clockwork? Oh yeah, I don't have health augment. That's something I'm gonna have to bear in mind. Was one of fan designs. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that would hit me. The pillar fucked me. Because it hit the pillar and blew up, otherwise it would have kept going. That's so good. Well, at least I procced Fortify. And that was only a safeguard health, so... Dude, I need to fix my inventory. My inventory's the worst. It's genuinely bothering me so much. How'd I play this game like this? Good. Getting mounts in this game is kind of a pain in the ass, so probably not worth going for. Can you even mount him in this game? I don't know. I know you can for you. I must say, it's nice to deal with a monster who actually has areas where you can stand where he's AoEing. After playing Frontier yesterday. Every AoE just takes up all of the available space. And it is all of the available space. That was terrible. Mana, different amounts of stamina regeneration between different games are fucking with me here, though. I should now only need to do a single attack on the head. With the clutch. Just one of these should be enough to tenderize it. And it was, goody. Because I hit him with 3 slappy slaps. One the time before, and then then. Oh, God. I might need to augment these, to be honest, with some health regen. If I want to do this. would be very helpful. It's amazing to you how good World aged. Yeah, honestly, me too. Me too. Hey, Chisel. How you doing? It thankfully has like just enough stylized in there, right? In terms of visuals, that doesn't become a problem. And then I think the combat is, at least for me, it's the perfect balance between old and new. It's not really a great angle to be shooting about there, but hey. Besides the clutch claw, the combat's fantastic, yeah. The clutch claw is the stinker. And even then, if you play base mode, you'd have to deal with it. Or if you're on PC, you can just mod it out. Please count to the next, damn it. That's not good. Okay, I'm far enough away, thankfully. Good. So you award by King of Puppets for an hour? Yeah. I'm not very good at that fight. That fight in general, I'm not very good at. On +1, on New Game +1 with baseline New Game stuff, that's really difficult. That's really, really hard. Yeah, that. That's something that's ever been ascribed to me before that moment in time. You know, I remember the story about me saying how I was hardwall on Champion Gundyr for like 6 hours. The first time I did it. I am by no means a Souls pro. Oh, how long was I walled on Melania for as well in Elden Ring? Why did he start flying? That's so weird. You're so weird. Why are you flying? I broke his chest already. That's actually terrible. Because that shows how little damage I've been doing to his head. Wank. I mean, they just shouldn't have made the clutch claw. They should have just left it as the slinger. The slinger was great. They just attached the clutch claw into it at Iceborne and then tainted the slinger as a result as well. I loved the slinger. The slinger was fantastic. Instead of having to shittily throw flash bombs in the most awkward fucking way possible, you can just actually aim them somewhere. God fucking forbid. And then they realized that made flash bombs OP and then nerfed the ever-loving fuck out of flash bombs, but that's a completely different problem. Can you not? I'm trying to get my stamina back. Ooh, do that though, that's good. Well. Why do you keep flying? This is not what you do. You never fly. This is the third time in this quest. Who are you? What have you done with Fatalis? I didn't think I'd already put him back onto the threshold of that again. Christ. Okay, well, at least I got that. So I don't have to deal with blue flame. That's good. I think tenderizing as a mechanic literally cannot exist in a world in which people enjoy it. Because it always becomes off as a punishment rather than a reward. Because of the way that people play these games. Because you're locking max DPS behind something that you have no player agency over. The people are just always gonna hate it. I think I'm dead here. Oh no, that might be okay actually. Might be dead. Yep. Didn't have any stamina. Shouldn't have gone into demon mode to hit his head. That was a wee bit greedy. Double fortify proc though, so I've got the second one of those now, which is nice. I didn't even have the time to get a single fucking tenderizer on the head. I don't think I'm gonna get a second head break here. I just don't foresee it happening. I've killed myself. Nope, thankfully that didn't hit me. I've killed myself anyway. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's a hard fight to just instantly come back into, man. I am not good enough at it for that. Probably a fail quest here. I'm pretty happy with how I've done. Getting him to phase 3. Got the head break. At least once. Okay, that hit me. I'm personally not a fan of Wild's wound system. It's fine. I think the fact that it gives you a reward every time you break a wound is just, like, dumb. But ultimately a minor problem in that regard. I'm dead. I'm stunned. Wow, he went fucking over me. I think it's just like the hunters do not need more power. We're already kind of OP in this game. And any mechanics that just give us more and more and more strength just make it functionally impossible to make monsters difficult without turning it into like Devil May Cry or something. I think it becomes truly like impossible to balance if you keep giving us mechanics that make us stronger and stronger, which is what they keep doing. Does he do 3 big flames? I can't remember. That's the second one, which I believe is 16% health or something. So, time-wise, it's not. It's not looking good. Oh god, no. That was not the time for sharpness. Locked behind his body. Should be fine as long as I'm pressed into the crevice. Didn't want to hit his head. That's the last spot I wanted to hit. Can't afford that time right now. Didn't really want to hit his leg either. Spamming that fucking flame attack, man. Ugh. Yeah. He has above like 5% health left. I didn't even get him to third flame. And 20 minutes is not enough time for another attempt, so I only get one. At least I timed out. That's a positive, at least. I lived long enough through the course of the fight that I timed out. I can be happy with that. I didn't quad cut, I did triple cut. That's fucking difficult, man. I'm just gonna fight an Odo. Unfortunate. I don't think there was any way that was gonna happen. Not played the game for like 4 months. And even then I only did a few hunts. To go straight into doing a Fatalis with worse gear than I'm used to doing it with. It's not gonna be a win, is it? Not when I'm not as good as the people who can like perfectly predict where his head is going to move at every point in time. If I was that good, then sure. But not at my skill level. I am good. I'm not that good. Hey, Summons, hey, Mace. How you both doing? You really like Odo? One of the best new monsters. Agreed. Agreed. That's why I decided to fight him. You're doing your brain homework? style combat? Your brain homework? What? I have the camera really close to my character? I honestly don't know. Relearning things. Okay, okay. You threw my brain for a loop with that one. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Good. You got a lag for a second? Okie dokie. It's crazy what an Fatalis-based warm-up will allow you to do to non-Fatalis monsters. Keyboard and mouse, controller every time. What controller? I have it's a version of an Xbox controller at the moment. It's like custom thingy. It's not a custom thingy. That sounds far more fancy than it is. I don't know what you would call it. Depends on the game. It depends on the game, but for Monster Hunter, it's controller every time. No, it's called like a game, sir. The sticks on it and the buttons are done with magnets rather than whatever it normally is, so that they live longer. Because I stream, and I used to stream exclusively Monster Hunter. I would go and use my controller a lot. And what would happen is my controller would die very quickly. I would have a lot of like button and stick drift problems. So this is slightly more expensive than a normal controller. I think a normal Xbox controller was like 25 quid or something, and this was, I think, either 35 or 40. And this has lived for a long time. Whereas sometimes, depending on if I was playing a really heavy amount, I could kill an Xbox controller in like a month and a half. Because they're just so shit. Why not capture? It's a quicker fight, you get more points and materials. You get exactly the same amount of stuff, don't you? Or do you get more in this game? I don't remember. I kill creatures because you get to fight the creature for longer and that's more fun. The point of the game for me is to fight the creatures, and killing them makes the fight go on longer, so I have more fun doing it. It's not like I'm in need of Odo rewards. I've been playing the game long enough at this point. It's always been preached that capture for more stuff. Well, it has with World, but it's wrong with like every other Monster Hunter game. Other than World. You typically get less rewards. Outside of World, right? For capturing. Is there another monster that I want to fight that I can kill relatively quickly? I can do Barry off. But I'm not about like power playing or whatever. I've got 700 hours on this account. It's not a ton, but like... Well, it's a ton of time, but it's not a ton compared to other Monster Hunter people. There's no need to go hard on it, you know? What goal are we on at the moment? The goal was failed. It was to kill Fatalis with pre-Alatreon equipment. And I'm used to using the Alatreon dual blades, so I had to downgrade my weapon, and I timed out. And because the quest takes 30 minutes, and I've got to load into the game, and then it'll do all that stuff as well, right? I just can't make another attempt. I died thrice. I had safeguards. Yeah, Rise did it the best, 100% of the newer games. And also, Rise did it the best, potentially, of any of the games, because it told you the fucking drop rates in-game. So you can actually, like, try and work towards what you want, instead of having to have, like, Karanico open or whatever, and constantly referencing back to a website, or your phone on, like, the gathering hubs, which are wrong half the time. Hey, Freddy. Welcome. Damage hit zones? Yeah, exactly. I care less about that bit, but... the fact that all of that was in the game was so nice. Nice. He stayed down for a really long time though, what the hell? Yo. I hit his face, I did damage to his face, and then I got yoinked to the arm. Fucking clutch claw, man. It's so bad. It wasn't even the shitbox in that case. Like, I actively visually hit the face and then it just teleports you somewhere else. It's just poorly coded or something, I don't know. Nice, nice. Oh. You got your first AT Ray quest complete. How did you find it? I can't remember if I did Ray or not. Be on your way, enjoying the sun while it's out. See you in the evening if you get home early. Have a good day. Enjoy yourself. What damage is it? Oh my god, that's horrifying. I have no idea what just happened there, but it looked pretty cool. So I'll take it. Good stuff. Come on. You make too much gold, you have to spend money. That's wonderful. Whoop. Very nice. He's nearly dead. The ice counters me jumping off a ledge, so I got launched backwards. But you normally just get staggered by it though, right? When the ice falls down, you just go, "Whoa," and then you get to move again. I don't know if it's just because I was in mid-dash or something. It's just, I've never been launched from that like that before. You really went to sleep with me right up your butt, huh? Nice. When you're sleepy, you're sleepy. Monsters actually used to do that in Base World. I don't know if that's a thing people remember anymore. But in Base World, the monster would always go to sleep, even if you were like standing in front of it. As long as you weren't actively attacking it, it would just fall asleep with you there. It was so weird. Good thing that they changed. You are returned. Welcome, returning. Nice and easy. Perfectly in time for the next wheel spin as well. Fantastic. I'll have an easy little bit of worlds. Just free. Just free. And it can go to any of the things on the wheel because this was the only one that Eugene put in there. So we shall see where we end up. Might just be right back to world, who knows? It's not impossible. There is quite a few in there. The only thing I'm not sure how to do is if I roll Dawn's rando. I guess I just do all of the difficult quests to see what they rando to for funsies. For the memes. So many supplies, what the fuck? Okay, good. Right. To the wheel! Let's see what we get. Right as I said, I don't really know what to do if I hit the rando. Well, we're staying in Iceborne, but funnily enough, I have to close the game regardless. Quit game, yes. Save progress, yes. Remove from wheel. You mind pushing it just a little bit? That would be cheating, N10. That would be cheating. Oh god, where is my... Where's my Iceborne randomizer saved? In my docs, mods, I do have Iceborne randomizer. Randomizer.exe. Randomize. Randomizing. Successfully randomized. Play. Who knew exploring a new area is very trivial when you can fly? Yeah, it's turns out to be a bit of a free one, that. I was one of those games you really want to get into, but it's notorious for you to legitimately spend 10 hours on a creature to lose it in 5 seconds. Ugh. That's horrible. For the most part, you was just being a little shit with a croc. The way you do. The way you do. Okay, well here's an interesting thing. What does my gear have now? I still have Blight Resistance 3, but otherwise my skills are a shitstorm. Okay. My weapon has ice damage, that's very funny. That's a lot of thunder. 540 thunder? Jesus. That's a good amount of blasts. I was looking for a weapon that had a neutral... So an ailment that I could use. This is still poison and fire, that's kind of funny. I think the blast is still better. Poison. Sleep. Blast here as well. Bad sharpness though. The light break twins, but paralysis? Oh my god, these have blast. Yes. That's absolutely crazy. It's gonna be easier if I look at this in here, because then I can look at the ones that I've actually got like a good amount of stuff in. So the helmet is just ass. Only the legs are really worth anything. Out of my main armor that I would use. This is also kind of ass, but at least that's got free meal. Power prolong is good. Oh, evade extender, hello. I don't remember if non-elemental boost works with ailment. Speed sharpening too? Sure. Thunder resistance isn't good, but it's got good decos, so I'm just gonna take it and be happy with it. What does my necklace do? Tremor resistance 1. Guts. I can get offensive guard 3. Evade window 2, divine blessing 2, yeah. That's good. That's real good. These weapons are the only ones I'm gonna use. Are the decos unchanged? Oh, they didn't get randoed. That makes this very easy. So I have these things, which are disgusting. Wait, no, that's not the right one. These. There we go, max health boost, max power breaker. I'm a bit upset that the decos aren't randoed, but hey. The thing when you have every single deco in the game is, it kind of doesn't fuck them out to you anyway. I'll take some more sharpness, why not? Some evade window would be nice. Sure, 4's great. Is there anything else I need? I've got evasion, health, part breaker, evade extender. Mostly just damage and stuff at this point, right? Sure, handicraft, why not? I don't know what else to do with the free slot. Apologies. Stamina surge would be good to get. Any handicraft? Fortify handicraft, that's nice. This is just another free slot, so I'm just gonna chuck a stamina surge into there. Same with this. Oh no, I only have 2 stamina surges, okay. I should really get some speed eating. I should also really get blast attack. And then just a bunch of speed eating. It's not the best set ever, but you know what? It's good enough. I don't know what you want in here. Just, I don't know. Take fucking agitator or something. Boom. I don't want to build stuff when I've got the game randomized, because that kind of messes with my main save file slightly. It's not fair. We do have to see what this is. Them's just the rules. I have nearly 1,000 defense, that's fine. That should be okay. Absolute disaster of an armor set. You're at the same impasse that you was at 2 days ago. Wait, that's a Fatalis. Did it randomize? I mean, the equipment and stuff is definitely randoed. Does this event quest fatty not randomize? Or... I wonder if it's reset all my randomizer settings and it's basically not randomized anything. Other than just the armor skills? Because that does not seem right to me. No, these are definitely not correct. Okay. I guess it just doesn't do that quest, unfortunately. Oh, this is meant to be a Furious Rajang. Can I repeat the special assignments? I can't. Once, oh god, what's it called? The Alatreon. Alatreon is in... Yeah, this is definitely wrong. But this one I can do. What is normally Alatreon's quest, but it's in the Ancient Forest. Clearly incorrect. It's a Radaman. Okay. Oh, the pretty scout flies. Cyany colored scout flies. Non-elemental weapons apparently not very good against Radaman. Who knew? Not gold, boo. The bean. Oh, coffee. The coffee. Where the fuck are these tracks taking me, man? You tried some coffee? It's disgusting. It really is, yeah. I do have to agree. I don't think most people really care about what it tastes like, though. They just care about the fact that it gives you the caffeine effect, and then they just stockholm themselves into liking it, basically. Caffeinizer is dead in the water. It's a good thing, because it means you don't get addicted to coffee. Since caffeine addiction is an issue. Was my idea. Well, if it helped you feel whatever, then it was potentially worth it, right? Quietens the mind. As long as the, like, general global situation doesn't collapse. I don't think the caffeine flow is going to be a particular issue for you to be able to, like, deal with it, right? Mobster addiction? What? Like, gangster mobsters? Oh, monster. Oh, the energy drinks. Shit, it's already 12. Yeah? I started at 11, so... Whee! Dude, this guy is so tanky. He's nearly full broke and he's still full health because he's got Alatreon's goddamn health full. Or scaled to Alatreon's health full. Anyway. Which means he might have even more. Nice. He is still, at least as far as the heartbeat tracker thing is concerned, functionally untouched in terms of health. Oh, wait, no, it just ticked down to the middle range. Hey. Although, if I remember, that thing isn't always very reliable. When it comes to the rando, it gets a bit wonky. Nice, full broken. Full broken Alatreon roundabout. I think it's gonna be so long to kill. I forgot I have speed sharpening too, so I should not be afraid to just sharpen more often. Good roll. Where were the bloody stones? There we go. Hey, Phoenix! Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. How's your stream? How'd it go? I would give you a shout out in return right now, but I'm fighting this definitely an Alatreon promise. Thank you. Whoever did that. Just 100% Celeste stream achievements. Hey, well done. Congrats. Aren't some of those really difficult? Like, don't you have to do the seasides and stuff for those? Or not? I can't remember. You do? That's crazy. Congrats. I enjoyed Celeste when I played it. One look at those seasides was enough for me to just nope the fuck out immediately. The thing you don't have to do is get all the gold strawberries, which requires doing each of the A, B, and C in one life, and farewell. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck, you don't have to do those. That's still nuts, though. That game was not easy towards the, towards all the extra levels and stuff. It was not easy at all. Just interested to speedrun it for any percent. Maybe work on getting gold strawberries in the future. It is a good speedrun game, right? Is he stuck? Is he perma-stuck? I think he's stuck. He can't clear the jump. What a dummy. Okay, the Alatreon Radaman is a failure. Those who got them definitely tasked it. Oh no, there's people who can do that. The type of people who get really into stuff like Celeste have... I don't even know what you want to call it, but it's scary. We'll do a Pentaquest, why not? That's funny. I actually don't think he can die while he's up there, Nobunaga. So I think he's rendered invulnerable. Like, you could probably put his health down to 1, but I don't think you could ever kill him. Because he's out of bounds. Welcome. Good to have you. You're gonna give me a fucking TO off the bat? Oh my god. Christ. I prefer old TO music, definitely. Oh yeah, this area's wonky with Elder Dragon auras. It doesn't work properly, it just makes it super misty. Mace is a Kenzu theme, enjoy it. Mace just exclusively has the worst takes about every single Elder Dragon in the franchise. It's Chameleon's looking for a fight. His blast bots are invisible. He's asleep for some reason. No, Mace wouldn't like Shen Gaoden, he'd be bored. People just haven't caught up to the fact the elders are by large pains in the ass. No, other people actually enjoy the game that they're playing, Mace. So do you. Do you though? Who are you though? Because you don't like any of the fights, you don't like grinding any of the materials. You don't like playing it by yourself. The only issue with the Elders is that half the time it's the Gen 2 trio again. Yep. You have fights that you like. There's less of them that you don't like though, right? I mean, the cats are solo. You have cats at solo. Potentially 2 of them. Depending on the game. Only 1 in this one. Hell, in this game, there's even an active trinket to give your cat so that it takes more aggro than normal. Thunderblade? I mean, Thunderblade exists, yeah, but that's not the one. The shield fire. There's the solo missing after the play, Anton. I'm fluent in Mace. You just realized something? When you are poor, you become very healthy. No. Incorrect. Actually, it depends. Are we talking poor or are we talking poverty line? Poor. Because if you're poor enough to still be able to afford healthy foods, you're not necessarily that poor. It is almost consistently cheaper to eat dog shit stuff. Is it? Yes. Yes, it is. Unless you are mass food prepping. It does depend a lot on where you live, that's true. Any examples? America itself is basically just one big example, right? They've made their culture so heavily, like, around fast food and stuff that it is infinitely cheaper to get fast food than fresh ingredients. Yeah, exactly. Getting some noodles, which can suffice for a single meal. No. You're thinking like too high of an example here. Getting a 5-pack of noodles will cost you the price of probably like a single vegetable that you would need for your meal worth of ingredients, depending on where you live. They'll be dog shit. They have no nutritional value at all. Horrible for you, but they will fill you up. They will make you not feel hungry. If you're buying 2 of something already, you're beyond the point where that's relevant. You're buying 2 pieces of takeaway food? Might be poor, but not poverty line poor, right? Whole different kettle of fish. And the thing about when you are that degree of poor, the thing that becomes a problem is that it becomes expensive to be poor. That's the whole thing, right? You can't afford to buy all of the ingredients that you need to make a meal to meal prep for an entire week at once, because you don't have that money. What you're gonna buy is the, you know, 1 pound noodles or whatever that you found that feeds you for today. And that's it. Because another thing that typically happens is that people end up working a shitload. You have to work more to pay, like, to be able to get more money to deal with the fact that you don't have any money, which means you don't have the time as well. It's very dependent on country. I imagine in Southeast Asia potentially, and in where else would be a good example? Maybe kind of, well, Ukraine's a bad example now because of what's going on, obviously, but grain belt type areas where lots of farming is done, it is a lot cheaper to be able to get stuff because you can just buy from people like directly. But countries that import a lot of stuff, right? Like if we go to the supermarket, all the bananas are from like South Africa and stuff like that. That makes it more expensive. Portugal, I think? Don't know. I like that it says on them. Half of the RuneScape redeems is motherfucking agility, yup. Raka wanted me to hit 92 agility before the month ended. Which I don't think is statistically possible. Where am I at now? Like 70 something. Is local produce super expensive in Sweden or something? I think we're talking like different levels of poor, is the thing, in my mind. I don't know how expensive it is. Food is more expensive in Sweden. 85 is halfway to 92. I know. I don't think I'll get 85 before the end of March, to be honest. But who knows? Streams are going to get longer and longer and stuff. More time will be allotted to it. Hopefully more redeems will come in that will not be agility. And then I will be able to not do it as much, but we'll see. It's probably my brain being warped. My when I think of like being poor, it does go poverty line. Who the heck made you do an egg quest in Monster Hunter 1? Chisel did. I killed the Gravios. I attempted to clear an area because apparently you can stop spawns from happening in specific areas in that game. Not all of them. I attempted to clear Bullfangos out of an area for about 10 minutes before N10 told me that they just keep respawning. And then I killed everything I would need except in that Bullfango room to be able to just run to the exit with the egg. With the powder stone. And then, right as I was about to transition out of the area, I couldn't. I've made you realize poverty's a lot more scary than you thought. Yeah, and the other thing you have to consider on top of that as well is you're eating food like that every single day. As soon as something in your house breaks, assuming you are lucky enough to be living in a house, in an apartment, in a flat, whatever residence you have, you're fucked. You can't replace it. You're done. Like, you have to starve if you want to replace that thing. Which then you start wasting away. Which means you then can't work, and then you get ill, and then you're done. Like, it's horrible. It's one of those things where people were like, oh, you know, back in the days when things were better and stuff, and they're talking about, like, the medieval era. It's like, what the fuck is this quest, by the way? Tio followed by Luna? Fuck off. One bad harvest, and potentially an entire village died. Like, they were just wiped out. 1 year, it rains a little bit too much, too often, too hard. The crops floods. Everyone dies. Is there a time limit? Every slot is 1 hour. Can I even clear this in time if the next 3 are on the TO level? No, but we're going to keep doing the quest. And we'll just cancel out of the quest. We'll just abandon the quest. It's got water blight! What's my username? Mr. Hugsty. So just Mr. Hoster, but without the R. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to kill this Luna, to be honest. I don't know if this arena's big enough to avoid this. It is, as long as she's all the way in the corner. Okay. Oh, wow, that's cool. You can see what agility level I am then, right? To wrap the logic, it was about yesterday's mishap. You did your groceries for the next week, consisting of mostly greens, root vegetables, pickles, and a limited amount of ground pork. Yeah. Yeah, you're in the spot where you can afford to buy like the good amount to be able to do like a chunky meal prep, which allows you to feed yourself for a while, but you do have to be like healthy at that point because stuff like meat tends to be really expensive, right? No takeaway food or any snacks or anything like that. $75, yeah, so I think 10 more levels is going to be pushing it at 100k or at whatever experience an hour it was. I can't remember. 67,000, I think. Not too rich to afford to be unhealthy, not too poor to have to be unhealthy, yeah. Have I done every short quest? No. It is on the list though. My own personal list, whenever I get back to playing RuneScape again. If I ever do, I can't kill this looter in time, man. He beat the shit out of me. I'm dead here. Well, I think that's probably a good spot to just call that quest. Bummer. What a horrible quest, man. Theo followed by Luna. God knows what the rest are. Very, very mean. Very, very mean. All of the very shorts are done, so it will have to be a short quest. But I can do that. I assume you want that in the RuneScape selection specifically, Phoenix, not in the Chaos one. Right, what I want to do here is just open the rando. What's the Chaos one? It's the middle column. It's the second half of every stream. The first half of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is RuneScape exclusively. The first half of Friday, Saturday, Sunday is Monster Hunter exclusively. And then Chaos is the second half of every stream, which is the middle column that has way more entries than the other ones. Let's make it OSRS, cool. Let's just quit this, because this one is done. I just want to go into the randomizer real quick and remove it from being randomized. Remove randomized files. Successfully removed randomized files. Okay. Wheel. The Monster Hunter wheel. Did it come up? Probably it did. Boom. When is the next RuneScape stream? Tuesday. GU. Kill the hardest crab. We specifically decided GU was the hardest, and there's 2 entries, one for Daimyo, one for the other one. Shogun. Okie dokie. I will be soloing these, because that way I don't have to buy NSO. Monster Hunter Generations. Ultimate. Yep. Come on, switchy switch. I don't need Pikmin. Your mark it on the calendar. It will be the first half of every stream this month. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The other is Shogun, yeah. So, Daimyo and Shogun. It's overflow slots allowed to be redeemed again later. Do you mean if you go over 5? They will autofill. Basically. Maybe a wee bit loud. Let me add that to the old school RuneScape wheel real quick. Phoenix. Short quests. That's all in order. Tick that sucker off. Yeah, so you can only have 5 in a queue at any one point in time. So 5 in RuneScape, 5 in Monster Hunter, and 5 in... You can have 5 in all 3 of them. But this game is so loud. Oh, I have a deviant set, that's nice. So you don't finish the quest, can it possibly be selected again? No, once it's selected once, it gets removed. You have an hour and that's it. If it gets done, if it doesn't get done, that's that. But you can pop it into the wheel 5 times at the same time. Pick a good quest. I don't know what any other quests are. This is a good fucking set, what the hell? Nice. I'll take some water resistance, why not? Insurance as well? Yes. This save, by the way? Dude, it sucked so much when I was doing it, but oh. That's good shit. These are not done in the same way. I'm on Stone Fist 4? I'm not even in G? I don't know if that's even in high rank. This game doesn't have nighttime, daytime maps, does it? It just has like one variant of each of them. So the dunes is just always daytime. Why can't I see what the monsters are? Oh, it's my kitty cat. What style am I playing? I completely forgot about GU. I'm adept. Ugh. I remembered the Monster Hunter bits of the game, I didn't remember the GU bit of the game. Gotta love this Deviant music. I actually just instinctually defaulted to trying to do wild attacks when I did that Adepta mode. Which is crazy. Oh right, I lose my fucking aerial attacks in this stupid style. This crab is surprisingly quick considering he's high rank. It's so funny to me that the highest I ever got this quest to is level 4. Especially since initially when I was playing the Generations portion of the game, I was actually trying to max all of the deviants as well at one point. It's so confusing, because I understand at least partially why, and I think it makes sense for certain monsters. Like, monsters that don't have their own themes. I don't think it's a terrible idea. It's still maybe a bit egregious, because there's so many who don't have their own themes. But when you're fighting, like, Tigrex, can we not just have Tigrex's music instead? They made 2, there's Bloodbath. True. Yeah, I wouldn't count Bloodbath either. What happens when you try and overfill a game though, right? GU character could have fixed it with the G levels, yeah, exactly, but then they just didn't. Just another piece of proof that GU was a mistake. Generation, sure, yeah, but GU, error. Could have done low, high, and G. Well, they could have, because they didn't have any space. If I remember correctly, they max used the space on the 3DS cartridge in Generations. And GU has like special space enhanced cartridges in Japan. Kind of like Zenith theme progression. Zenith theme progression's kind of ass as well, though. Because 1 and 2. GU maybe? Gen isn't that big. Oh, really? I know GU has an extended cartridge size. Like, it's a different cartridge to the normal ones. Yeah, Zenith theme progression's a bit awkward because you spend so much of the time fighting Zeniths doing 1 and 2 to be able to build your gear up to actually be able to progress, and they have the same theme. And then 3 and 4 have their own. I feel like it would have been better for 2 to have a distinct one, personally. He's a limping. I don't know what I should use for my other hunter art. I know I want Wolfsmoor, because Wolfsmoor is just like stupid good. I've got... what? I don't really like any of the dual blade specific ones. The launchy thing isn't very good against the crab. The spinny one's just a bit shit. I guess I could take the frenzy thing, that's what I normally went with. This Oasis? Doesn't that do, like, functionally nothing? Oh, it's a health booster? Isn't health booster terrible for an incredibly mobile class like dual blades? It's terrible on most, you'd say? Yeah. It's where you circle around the guy, but the guy's not going to be anywhere near the health booster. Maybe strike a lance. The guns as well. Potentially. No, switch. Can I do it here? I can't. Get rid of this adept bullshit. On guns, it's horrendous. Oh, okay. An extra long build-up? That's terrible. No. I think I'm probably going to use this. Is there anyone who doesn't use absolute fucking evasion and absolute readiness? Just use the fucking... Use Bloodwind, maybe. It's not very good, but screw it. Absolute evasion of any semblance of difficulty. Hey! Hey! Got him! A Stone Fist and a Daimyo. Oh. I think Absolute Evasion and Absolute Readiness were like the worst arts they ever added. Because it's so clearly just like, why would you ever pick anything other than those if you want to like power game, basically? Do I have a target item in mind? No, I don't care about Stone Fist at all. In this month, welcome by them, Peepus. Good to have you. Peppers, Peepus, Peppers, Peppers. Peep would be too easy. I am playing stuff that is redeemed via channel points or money and stuff and all that. And I basically do the hunt or do the game for an hour and then switch to something else. Unless it's redeemed, like the same thing is redeemed twice by two separate people, then there's a chance. I'm rolling a wheel once an hour. And Ramhard wanted me to do most fun / hardest crabs, which was redeemed thrice. So the 3 hardest crabs I could think of in the franchise, in terms of difficulty, not in terms of staying awake, otherwise Shen Garen would win all 3, were Stone Fist, Rust Razor, and Taiken Zanuza. So I basically just set the redeems to be that. One was Taiken, one was Rust Razor, one was Durgan. How can you say Taiken? You love Taiken? I love Taiken. Taiken is glorious. Although that fight is going to be the hardest one to do because I do not have Zenith Thunder resistance. Nice. Got the shaft off, that's all that matters. Yeah, Tycoon is much more manageable with Norberries than the other ones, for sure. At least the other ones I've tried. I haven't done most of them. Or I've gone, that's not happening, and given up. Wait, did the cat just dug? Crazy. This poor Stonefist probably isn't going to get to G rank, which means I don't really get to fight it in a difficult manner. Which is a bit of a shame. That Torrid is brutal. Torrid is a nightmare. When I fought it, I did not have thunder resistance, nor did I have wind resistance. Zenith Wind. Functionally impossible. Forgot Fortress Walls, just ignore everything. That's really good. Wouldn't you rather have this than the fucking Deviant music? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I think Free You might be one of my favorite games in terms of music in the entire franchise. Free You was your first, you're extremely biased. Free You and DOS fight for your top spot for music? I've never heard DOS's music. Other than just like generic area themes, I suppose I've heard, because they're in Freedom Unite as well. I actually don't know. Is it Jumbo Mute? Free U's are different, really? But Freedom Unites are different, huh? Why do they do that? That's weird. Then, yeah, I guess I've basically never heard any DOS music. It was plagiarized? Oh my god, no. Sounded great though. I'd hope so. Imagine if they plagiarized it and it was shit still. That would have been awkward. Is it Jumbo Village? It's failing me. The upside is I might actually get this quest almost all the way to 10. Because I'm on 6 and I started on what, 4? Pretty good. Oh, I didn't bring Farcasters. Damn it. Support pass ticket quest, I should have brought Farcasters. Well, A, Farcaster. I don't need multiple. Can I get up, please, Mr. Crab? No, no, I cannot. I'm gonna die to a high rank crab. Oh no, I don't have the weapons. Never mind. I was gonna say, wait, I can go on my main save, but I don't have any weapons on it that are like any good. This is the main save now. But never that I play this game, so it doesn't matter anyway, but... Nice stuff! I'll just take your word for it, and I believe you. I'm so torn with that game, man. I'm so torn with DOS. Because part of me is like, it's a bummer that I haven't played all of the mainline games. Since Freedom Unite is so different. Even if I have played a game in every generation. But also if it's like Monster Hunter 1, which my understanding is it is, but like worse maybe? Or shall we say even more, rather than worse. I do not foresee myself enjoying it. Time to mine some armistice. Have fun. Are you upgrading like a lot of armor or something? I don't think I've ever had to mine armor spheres. You're gonna make a bunch of armor sets? That makes sense then. I'm not hitting it. I'm kind of amazed this guy is not injured. Considering this is a poor pass. I would have thought he'd be injured by now. Yeah. Brain just had a moment of like, oh, when was I meant to switch segment today? To 3. I got this segment, then one more of Monster Hunter, and then we go over to Chaos. 2 more hour hunting. Well, hour and a half more hunting. There, now he's injured. Okay, there we go. I'm glad I never really hard farmed the Deviants other than Silverwind on my personal save. So while this music does great on me very quickly, it doesn't drive me absolutely insane like it does some people. The first crab down. This is a weird spot for you. It's so slow paced, you end up treating it more like Animal Crossing or something. Really? Interesting. The village portion? Yeah, the gameplay is still... I'm assuming the gameplay is basically kind of just a slightly more basic in terms of movesets and capabilities version of Freedom Unite. With hitboxes more comparable to Monster Hunter 1, since Freedom Unite has shitboxes. And Longsword is like trash, if I remember correctly. Not that it isn't always, but it's actually like genuinely terrible. I'm sure something crazy will happen one day, and I'll eventually end up being made to play it, but I think it's probably best if I avoid until that happens. Not put that horror on myself until someone else puts it up on me. Is hunting horn in base loss? It should be, because it's in Frontier, right? I assume it's terrible there as well. Worst hunting horn you'll ever see. Does those stuff working online? The same way Monster Hunter 1 does. It does? Oh, that's good. And Try does now as well, right? So everything does? Other than the Wii, yeah, we were thinking the same thing. The Wii U port of G, right? Or the Wii port, sorry. Not the Wii U port. That's really cool. Online, technically, but that's not mainline, right? For you on Wii U. Yeah, the actual version that could connect to online, hilariously. Unlike the DS version, which had to connect to a Wii U to connect to online. I know I've said it like 100 times before, but I do really hope that the work actually happens on Monster Hunter Online. I don't reckon it's any good based on what people have said, but I am just interested in what it is. Got a Recoil 6 Rapid Fire 2 Talisman. Nice. I have no idea how good that is because I don't play range, but nice. Recoil 6 is good. Any slots? You know those shitty GameStop controllers? No. Unfortunately not, that's a shame. I actually don't know if we had GameStop in England. We must have. We had a different store just called Game. But it was not a GameStop. Game ruled. Game was really good. GameStop UK. It did not do very well, seemingly. Two stores closed in 2011. Yeah, we just didn't have it because we had Game. And I think GameStop was just worse than Game. So we had an already established thing, and then something worse came along and tried to beat it out and just didn't succeed. Yeah, we didn't have a GameStop in my town. We got CEX instead. Yeah, now we have sex instead. All the game stores died, and now we have sex. You're playing Overwatch? Hunter's not included. That sounds about right for Overwatch. Oh no, don't make me capture it. Capture it with on-site items only. Yeah, Game used to be so fucking successful when I was young. That even despite the town that I lived in for the UK being a relatively small town, they had 2 stores in it. So GameStop probably just never stood a chance, really. I wonder if that game store's still there. Where we used to live. Or I wonder if it's dead now. It was hanging on with every piece of strength it had to stay alive, but it was functionally dead. Still there according to maps. Cool. What if they've shrunk back even more? They've got even less space now. One shelf, yeah. All it's got is Switch games and Pokemon cards. Tough times. Tough times for old game. They didn't, like, adjust fast enough. To what they needed to do. Oh no! Blue Kezu! Why is long Blue Kezu here? Get him off my screen. Daimyo, we need to leave this area immediately. There's a sack of shit in here. Oh good, he left. Good. I should really take Sonic Bombs. The amount of times he does that, you could just beat the shit out of him. Can you not? Oh my god. Gotta remember this is capture quest. I'm so hungry. I am longing for the food we are gonna have. Hey, Syphilis. Been a while. Ramhart is the one. Ramhart didn't directly redeem GU. Ramhart redeemed an hour of the funnest / the hardest crabs, but 3 separate times. Which I decided the 3 hardest crabs that I could think of were Rust Razor, Stoneclaw, and Tycoon Zamuza from Frontier. And Tycoon Zamuza is also the funnest crab, so. Better than Gowran. Yeah, Gowran's not hard as much as it is, like, difficult to stay awake. Right? So I will be playing at least 1 more hour of GU this month. We'll see if it ends up being more than that. Well, if it gets rolled, it might not get rolled. But considering the amount of stuff in the Monster Hunter list, probably. Because that sucker's going to be exhausted sooner or later. I don't mind GU that much. Playing it now, it's okay. It's alright. It's fine. It's fine in bursts here and there, yeah. I think trying to do like a full playthrough of it is hell. But a little bit of GU intermittently is alright, right? Oh, he doesn't get bubbles? Oh. I knew it was a capture quest. I was just looking for the black bubbles, and he never got black bubbles. So I guess he doesn't have that? Okay. Well, that's a bummer. I was hoping to get it to 8, but 7 will be where I cap out, I suppose. Because I've only really got time to attempt that quest 1 more time. Had to do that paralysis playthrough thing? That must have sucked. Oh, that was rough, yeah. Did I do that? Did I do that, or was that just entered into the queue? Has that actually happened? I don't remember. I did that? Oh, God. I don't recall that whatsoever. You remember me farming a Cephalos charge? There's a Cephalos charge blade? Amazing. I dipped out in late high rank. So I completed Generations. Probably. I killed an Archicos and then was like, that's good enough. I would hope. Because that's at least a good endpoint. New weapons for old monsters, one of your favorite things about this game? Yeah, that's really nice. That is really nice. It's especially good as well because the early games were very sparing with where they put their weapons, right? A Barrios longsword, that's cool. I bet that thing has terrible sharpness. He's not real if you don't look at him. If you don't look at him, he doesn't exist. No, no. No. Get off my screen, you heathen. I might die. Turns out trying to avoid most of the area on your screen isn't conducive to good gameplay. Hopefully he's leaving. The monster that definitely isn't in this arena. He did. He was never here. Well, that was shit. Good shit. Delightful. Only bad thing about this is, if I ever have to do more Stonefist, I haven't really learned how to fight him. I've just learned how to kill the high rank version very quickly. Which maybe isn't ideal, but hey, what you gonna do? Not this bullshit again. Okay, good. Oh, it's so bad, man. Really should not use it. Not doing very well here. Don't just immediately dig again, you sack of shit. Okay, he's leaving. I wonder if he's injured because he dug. And he went a different direction. I'll maybe do my Bloodwind and then try and capture him. Don't know how I feel about that, but... That's good of a chance as any. He is not capable. He was incredibly close to capable. Good shit. Well, while this is quest loading out, I can actually run some loot. I'll be right back, just a second. That helps. Hello. Well, I didn't really get to fight him at a super hard state because I had him at relatively low level, but I think that was a pretty damn good attempt to get that quest leveled up to the point where he would be hard. I did 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's pretty solid. I think that was a late high rank difficulty, that final one, because it cost 5 tickets, so I'm happy with that. We shall do another roll now, though. And see what we end up doing for our final Monster Hunter segment of the day. Okie-do. Okay. Make sure I'm on the correct wheel, Monster Hunter wheel. Make sure this is there. That's looking good. Onwards. Cannot be... Actually, it can be. We're staying in GU. We're just doing a Shogun instead. Oh, that's funny. Just rename that one to be that. And then make this number 1. So I believe now there is, yeah. There is no more GU left in the wheel anymore. Okay, well, that's convenient for me. I don't have to switch anything. I can just do this. Done. What is Shogun week 2? Because I cannot check what Rust Razor is. Pardon me, week 2. Oh god, there's a million pieces of fucking armor in this goddamn game. Week 2, Thunder and Ice. I'm going to assume it's just Thunder because it's my best weapon. And hope that it just shares that. Do I have the tickets? So I gotta be honest, I don't remember how to buy the tickets. Wait, do I not have any of them? Okay, am I crazy? Hold on. I'm just crazy, it's there. Capture a Rust Razor in the volcano. Yeah, I've never thought this before. So, this is about to go poorly. How incredibly appropriate, by the way, that GU is the game that gets rolled twice in a row, basically. Just to get stuck in it. On brand for GU. You start it, you get stuck. Volcano's a bit of an annoying map here. Transition-wise, they do irritating things. I don't think he's in here. I think he's in the next area over. Unless he's hiding underground, I would appear to be correct. God, how's this gonna work? I gotta be... Remember, you are fighting a G-rank monster now. He will kick the ever-loving shit out of you if you don't respect him. He can also do bleed. I know that. Or can he? Normal Shogun can do bleed. In this game. I don't actually know about this dude. I assume he can. It'd be weird if he lost that capacity. I get hit by a friggin' erector. He's in such a terrible place right now on this ledge. Also, he only wants to do that attack. I don't have no berries in my setup. You gotta be kidding me. He's angry. He's got Glavenus' skull now. Oh god, is that Glavenus' tail? Yes, it is. That nearly one-shot me. I don't know how I've dodged that. That's hard to dodge in that short of an amount of time. He gave me defense down as well? What? That's confusing because that's not something that either of them have by default. And the Arugtor can't do it. I can maybe just barely get away with it. That was surprisingly very easy to break. Considering I didn't really intentionally focus that just then, it was just kind of like the spot I could hit. Interesting. I wonder if he'll come up with a normal shell again. He does seem to have a Gravios shell. Maybe that's how you manage him. To stop him from being annoying all the time. Okay. That tracks. That tracks hard as well. The water blight's screwing me here. Gotta remember this is a capture quest as well. Well, he's not anywhere near that threshold at the moment. Because it's G, I need to remember it is capture. That nearly hit me even with the dodge. Okay, I see like I can maybe just get my weapon away and then jump in time. I can also pierce his claws now, whereas I couldn't before. The damage is so insane. Oh my god! Okay, he can turn with his humps, he isn't stuck to a straight line. Would love to break his claw here. Injured? No, just leaving. Oh, it just works like Glavenus's tail. He's not sharpened in a while, so he's gone rusty. Right. Rust Razor, I get it. I get it. His claws just work exactly the same as Glavtail. I wonder if that means they're also not breakable. Although Glavtail is specifically not cuttable unless it's molten. You can you break it if it's blue? If it's rusty? I don't know. You can break it if it's blue. I don't know if you can break it when it's rusty. Rusty isn't really the right term, but... it's covered in slag, technically. Well, he's gone back to normal back, okay? Interesting. So that happens even if you don't break it. Injured, maybe? Injured. Sarcophagus. Made relatively quick work of him as well. Which scares me. That's got some mad range. He made a little rainbow, that's cute. Hi, buddy. A first ever Rust Razor killed. Well, captured. Hunted. He's alright. It's a better Shogun fight, despite it being a deviant. It's definitely more interesting than Shogun, yeah. I think they serve incredibly different purposes. Shogun's not a brilliant fight, I'll happily admit to that one. But it is meant to be like a very kind of like early mid-game hunt or late early game hunt, right? This is very much a late game hunt. The speed of its attacks and just generally its capabilities and stuff. Hunt 2 is the next quest. Capture followed by Hunt 2? Oh my god. I like him though. I don't think I would ever really want to do him again, but did I roll crabs? I did roll crabs. And since I wrote the crab redeems down as 3 separate redeems, because I'm a dummy, I decided that it counted. And why not just get GU over and done with as well a little bit, to be fair. You returned from Overwatch. Did you have any fun? It was miserable. Okay. Yep. This is why I don't play competitive things. The only thing I play that's even somewhat competitive at this point in time, and is a recent re-edition, is Rocket League. And I only play that with friends. You wanted to quit since match 1? Then why didn't you? There's nothing better to do. I'm pretty sure it's better to do nothing than be actively miserable. Does that friend not share any other games with you? Just play something different. Right? No? The group is in an Overwatch phase. Fools. Hopefully, for your sake, it doesn't last very long. 2 of them are playing Slay the Spire too. Respectable, respectable. Oh, so you do it in real life as well? Not just on stream? What if you can break his claws? Tracking. Did he take so long? What the fuck? Be a bit weird if you didn't. I mean, you are a bit weird, mate. So. Was he trying to leave there? I think he is, yeah. I need to kill 2 of these things, man. Ugh. Ugh. You're just racking your brain? Oh, that's worked so much every time you've done that before. God damn it. It hasn't? Yeah, that's the point. That was the point. It was like that. Uh-huh. Whatever you tell yourself to make yourself feel worse. Sure thing. No! Oh, that's so unfortunate. My absolutely terrible Bloodwind. Give me that back. At least there was a wall before. It feels like it. Look, you're the one who wants to torture yourself, man. You do what you gotta do. You want to make yourself feel bad for no reason, make yourself feel bad for no reason. It's entirely your prerogative. You don't need to justify it. I'm very happy they were both spawned in on the map instead of me having to wait for the other dude to despawn. That would have been annoying. You don't want to make yourself feel? It fucking seems like it. That shouldn't hit me from here. Nice. I'm scared if he ever gets the ability to do 2 of those. Then our Rust Rider becomes a pro worker. It's certainly an interesting difference. For some reason you keep seeing metaphor content. Have you mentioned it out loud recently before, you know, at that point? Or watched anything on it? Motorbike. Give the tip. I don't have combinable axes. That was really dumb. I should not have tried to do that. I tried to get a mount to buy myself time to heal when I could have just healed anyway. What the fuck my brain was doing there. Oh, that's funny. GU, what's this? It's GU. You just said it. Confused how you don't know what it is when you clearly know what it is. Hello, Rose. Where's your free you? Didn't get rolled. The wheel deemed you unworthy. of receiving any free you today. Unforgiving? The wheel is unforgiving, yes. The wheel is a racist? It might be, I don't know. That would be problematic if it was. I would have to find another wheel. Don't want to be using a racist wheel. Is that Shogun or Deviant? Deviant. You don't remember a swamp quest? It's the kill 2 of them. It's number 3. Number 3? Or number 2? It might be number 2. I don't remember. I think it's number 2. I mean, it would give you something to do. Your friend is correct. G4 was capped volcano without cut or was killed without cutting? I hope it's not capture, because that means there's 2 capture quests. It falls in the same category as Overwatch, which actively pisses you off. By your own admission, you'd rather be actively pissed off by Overwatch than do nothing, so excuse deemed irrelevant. Shut up and fucking play it. You'd have to force me onto a meta set. I'm pretty sure I couldn't build a meta set, so you could use a redeem to make me build one and then use it, but I would spend the entire time killing the monsters to build it. I don't think I would actually use the set at all. Don't even have that redeem. You can use the current redeem for it, right? The numpty? The one that allows you to make me do something for an hour? You know? On the wheel? That you can, like, say, you do GU meta set armor? The only problem is I'm not going to be able to build the meta set. That's the thing. So the goal is going to, like, be working towards the goal instead, which will be killing the monsters to be able to even be able to build the thing in the first place. And even then, I probably won't even be able to build the thing in the first place because so many of the meta sets are reliant on having a hyper-specific gem in the old games. A decoration necklace. What's it called? Talisman. Probably misses parry a lot. I just don't use the parries. That's what Valor Longsword is about. I don't play Valor Longsword. I play Guild Longsword. The PP crab? You're entirely correct. Hi, Abby. It is the PP crab. You're gonna get me Adept light bowgun? I don't even have any light bowguns. I don't have any light bowgun armor. So, I would have to spend the entire time not bowgunning and instead farming a bowgun. Okay. Thank you, Mace. Monster on a wheel? I assume. How you doing, Oni? Eat you like that? Yep. That does it. Blech. You have 94k points. Yeah, so you can do it 4 times. But yeah, Mace use money instead. You're doing well, I'm glad. How's the, definitely not an addiction going? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Which one? How divers? I don't know why I didn't have any max potions there, by the way. Very strange. Mace, 1, MHGU, make, Joe, Cena. I don't know what the Joe Cena set is, by the way. So, that's gonna be its own problem. While using Valor style. I mean, I don't need the link now because I haven't rolled it yet, but eventually I will, yes. It's the hyper mix? Oh, delightful. There's 2 more added to your block list, which is a record. Amazing. You request the Scotland theme? What the fuck are you on about? What? The Kokoto Hub or whatever it is? What's that got to do with Scotland? When you roll it, that'll be an hour of misery maxing? Yep. They're using bagpipes. You know, I was going to change it, but now that that's... no. It was G2, yeah. Okay. Let me just check something real quick here. I will be right back just a moment. Okay, the small one is not here. So let me message them. Because I might have food in a moment. Did you see that wrong, or do I have a pronounced headset inset? Yeah, of course I do. My hair's relatively long. So it gets dented in. Because I've been wearing a headset for 3.5 hours. Today, alone. Bald hugs to when? Hopefully never. I quite like my hair. It does a very useful thing of keeping my head warm. Is it just Joe armor, or is it the other armor, though? Is it just Vangus? The Eurogol's cut off again? Why does that keep happening? Luxuriant. I don't know if I even have that. Oh, I do, it's there. Wait, no, that's not the right one. XR? I'm just gonna build what I can now, because why not? Venator XR chest. Too much fucking armor in this game. Is it gonna be near the normal Venator armor? Yeah. The chest. Exuriant XR arms. No, I think there's actually a different problem before that rote, which is one of the sub-materials for the Exuriant. Yeah, the bloodied ebonhide. I don't have enough. You've acquired a bag ham and a cucumber baguette. Oh, that's just mean. Don't say that. I'm hungry. Vile fangs as well. Which means it's the waist that's Venator. XR passive. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. You know what? This can actually go back here at the pile of shame. Along with all the other random shit this game gives you. Just press X like that. I don't even have a longsword. There's accept, of course. Okay, yeah, sure, I can do that. Do that in the redeem of yours as well, potentially. Look at this dude with his organized box. I like organizing my box. There you go. It's been accepted. Oh no, I didn't save it. Whoops. I am going to go on my break right now. It's a little bit early, but food is on its way back. That doesn't count. You didn't say I had to save it. You just said I had to press X and then click accept, and I did. Okay? It's not my fault that you weren't specific enough. I'm gonna go on my break. I will be back 20-ish minutes probably, because we're having actual tasty food, which is amazing. So yeah, more Monster Hunter tomorrow in same times as it was today, probably, unless Timer gets an extra 35 minutes on it. Otherwise, I will be back in a wee bit with the Chaos slots. See ya in just a moment.